Liverpool 5, Tottenham Hotspur 1. Spurs royally bummed today by Arne Slot's Liverpool side, who did become champions. Congratulations to them. Fair play, the deserved winners of the Premier League. But this Spurs team are a complete and utter shambles. I was hearing a lot of Spurs fan channels say, believe we can go to Anfield and get a result. No, we can't, man. This football club's got nothing about us. We're soft, little spineless bottle jobs. We've got no backbone about us. We've got nothing about us. What made people think we were going to go to Anfield on a day when Liverpool can win the league and pull off a miracle, especially under this manager who will not adapt, who will play gun-ho and open us up for Liverpool to cut through us like a hot knife going through butter? It was so easy for them today. So easy. There's no point doing player ratings because there's not one player that would get above a 6, in my opinion. Every single one of them was poor. Every single one of them. Great confidence booster heading into our biggest game in years as well. If we win the Europa League, look, I'll be extremely glad about it. I want to celebrate Spurs winning a trophy, which I haven't done so far in my life. I love this football club, but thank goodness Ange is going after this season. If you read and believe all the reports that are coming out, despite what happens in the Europa League. If we win the Europa League, it'll be thanks, Ange, for that memory. But 17th in the league table, and people still defend him. And he'll probably come out after today's game, like he has done so many times, and said, yeah, it was a few chances that split the teams. They scored the few extra goals that we didn't. Yeah, that's how football works, Ange. Whoever scores more goals wins. The team that doesn't take their chances don't. It's not rocket science. Oh, we didn't really take our chances today. I thought the boys were outstanding. It was just a few chances that they scored and that we didn't, that were the difference. Well, yeah, that's how scorelines work, mate. That's how results are determined in the sport of football. I feel like he keeps saying we were outstanding because he said a few months back, once we get our players back, we'll be outstanding. And clearly, we're not. We're just as bad. It's not a personnel issue. Look, do we have good enough players to be first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth? No. Do we have good enough owners to be first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth? No. But do we have better players than to be 17th in the league table? Better owners, at least in the top 10 of the Premier League? Yes. The reason we are 17th in the league this season is Ange Postecoglou. He will not wilt from his style that served him so well everywhere else. And people say it's stubbornness. In my opinion, it's stupidity. It's moronic, just not changing when you're watching us concede easy goals week in, week out, when you're watching us lose 19 league games, and I dread to think how many in all competitions. Oh, fair play to him, he sticks with his ways. We're praising the guy for sticking with his ways that are wrong. Fantastic. I just think the club's such a shambles. I'm not even going to lie to you. I didn't watch a lot of today's game. I watched a majority of the first half. I watched the last 25 minutes. I was in no rush to flick back on the telly for the beginning of the second half. I feel so emotionless about this football club at the minute. I haven't celebrated a goal with my old man in months, which is actually painful in all honesty. Spurs is the thing that brings us together. Spurs is something that we live and breathe. In the last few months, we've just been so unfussed and unbothered about what happens on that pitch. And so much of that is down to the owners, the state of the club, the way we've been for the last 2 years. But a majority is down to the manager this season. I just cannot wait to at least have that fresh start, even though we probably know it won't last next season. A new manager and a new breath of fresh air, because I'm just so sick and tired. I really am. As I say, fair play to Liverpool. They're the best team in the league. I really don't think it's been a good Premier League season. We're heading into the last few weeks and pretty much nothing's up for grabs. The title's been decided, relegation's been decided. We know who's coming up from the Championship. And as I say, yeah, Liverpool have taken advantage of other teams dropping off, but us and Man United have been a shambles. You know, you're looking at other teams like Manchester City who have completely dropped off. So they've taken advantage, but if other teams were at the levels they have been the last few years, Chelsea even, then at least we'd have a title race. Look, fair play Liverpool. They've won the league, put in a good performance today, but they weren't outstanding again. They performed just as well today as they have done in games when they've won games 1 or 2-0 against the bottom half of the table sides. Our tactics to highline the inverted fullbacks, it plays right into their hands. The midfield got completely destroyed. The persistence with playing out from the back just led to so many easy goals for them, and it was an easy 3 points. Spurs, same old, same old. In the words of Danny, as he likes to say on stream, same Spurs, different day. 5 goals conceded, shambles of football club, 17th in the league table. Fantastic stuff, innit? Living the dream. Take care of yourselves, guys. I'm not going to go on. I'm not going to do player ratings because you're probably just as miserable as I am. So just giving a few initial thoughts in today's video. As I say, most players were poor on the pitch today. There's no point dissecting that game because it's the same tactics we see every week. What can I point out tactically from us that I don't week in, week out? I don't want to become constantly repetitive. I don't want to say the same things over and over again about the manager, the board, the owners, the players. So check out any previous match reactions over the last few months when we've lost, and you'll probably see exactly how I feel about today. Guys, try to enjoy the rest of your Sunday. The sun is shining, the weather is sweet, as I say. So get out there, touch some grass, escape Spurs, tune into whatever you want. I don't know whether you're interested in the boxing or wrestling, and focus on that for a bit. Take care, make like a banana and split. All the best, and as always, comedy